What's up, everyone? It's E-Man's Takes here, and this is the day after the Miami Heat had just eliminated the Bucks in 5 games. That's right, you heard me correctly. 5 games. Not 6, not 7. 5. That is impressive from the Heat and very shocking for any Bucks fans and for almost everyone in the league. I mean, this was the number 1 seed, best record in the NBA. Everyone thought they were going to win the championship. I mean, not everyone, but some people did. And then he just limited them in 5. Yeah, 5. And they did it in Milwaukee's turf. I mean, what else can you say except great job by the Heat? I mean, when you look at these last 2 games specifically, they didn't mind being down. Like, they let the Bucks do what they wanted, and then in the fourth quarter they locked down and scored. In this one, we got 32 points in the fourth quarter, and the Bucks only got 16. I mean, that's literally how you win championships. You lock down in the fourth and you score in the fourth. I mean, throughout this whole game, I was just thinking, it's fine. No matter what happens, it's fine. And they were down by 16, and I was still going, the Heat still have a chance in this game. I mean, it started the fourth quarter, and I was like, yeah, it's fine. We'll let them get on a run, and then we'll just come back with a bigger run. And we did. And then well, first of all, we had the Strus 3 that literally, that moment almost saved our season. Bringing us within 2, and then, the plays afterwards and stuff like that. And then the circus shot from Butler. I mean, that shot literally saved the game for us, tied it, and pushed it into overtime. Now, for everyone saying, oh, it was a foul, he pushed off, there was fouling throughout the whole play. Drew Holiday was grabbing him as he was running because he couldn't keep up, and Pat Connaughton was also fouling while in air. So it's not like you can say, oh, just Butler fouled. You have to say everyone fouled. They didn't call anything, and Butler hit the shot. So, yeah. It was a big shot. And then Bam in the overtime getting 2 putback points, because one was a dunk and one was a layup. Those were big points. And I love what the Heat did at the end of the game, especially in the fourth quarter. They let Bam come up with the ball and let him and Butler work. They took Lopez out of the paint and let Jimmy Butler enter the paint. And that's literally how we won this game. I was saying, we didn't need 3s. 2s were fine. And we slowly chipped away, and then we got to it. Giannis started taking random mid-ranges, which he doesn't hit consistently, so I wouldn't even be telling him to take those shots at all. And they were just missing. And Giannis also missed free throws. I mean, when we take a look, I'm pretty sure he missed, the Bucks entirely, out of 28 free throws, out of 45 free throws, only made 28. 45 and you only make 28? Giannis missed half of them. I think he made 10 and had 23. And the Heat only got 17 free throws. And they made 11. But they only had 17. I mean, this game right here was for the Bucks to win. This game was for the Bucks to win and to move on and go to Miami. But Miami was able to battle back. I mean, the stats are pretty even when I'm looking at it right now. The stats are pretty even. Also, for everyone saying that that was a Butler foul, well, we had 31 fouls personally to their 21. So the whole game, the Bucks were getting calls. I mean, we had 3 people foul out: Love, Lowry, Bam. So I don't want to hear it. But Love in the fourth quarter went big. He had 15 points and 12 rebounds. They changed it this time because last time Martin ended the game. This time it was Love ending the game because he got hot from 3. That's what we need Love to do, to just get the shots and take them, because Giannis was sagging off and everything. So we needed him to take shots, and he did. And he grabbed 12 rebounds, which we were struggling with this game. Butler had his 42, becoming the first player in Heat history to have back-to-back 40-point games in the NBA playoffs. I mean, this man's a Heat legend already, and you can't really argue against that. 8 boards and 4 assists as well in 46 minutes. That man did not take a break. When he did, though, the Heat actually were able to creep up and then let Butler come into the game and take over. I mean, that's when Love and all them were hitting the 3s. Bam Adebayo. Bam Adebayo finally has his big game. 20, 10, and 10. his first triple-double in the playoffs, and it was a big one. I mean, sure, you can say, oh, it all happened at the end. It didn't matter. It happened when it happened. It doesn't matter if you scored 20 points in the first quarter, in the second, and the third. But if you can't hit the crucial shots at the end to win a game, it doesn't matter. That's exactly what Bam did. Bam finally got his mid-range working, which was looking off all night. But in the fourth quarter and overtime, they were hitting. And then he got big boards and big assists. He was making great passes to Butler, creating chances, and getting the boards needed. Vincent with a very good 22 and 6. 5 of those points from his points and assists are what helped us tie the game at the end. His 3 and then his assist to Butler, which, I mean, that ball is perfectly timed, perfectly thrown over Giannis's hands. And just perfect. And he just had a great game overall. He did have some stretches where he was like missing and a bit cold. But at the end, like I said, he hit the shots needed. Strus with 8 points, which is okay. It's not like awful. 8 rebounds, which was very important. I love the hustle from him I saw. He was really trying to grab every board he could. And a big block at the end against Wesley Matthews. Caleb Martin had a quiet game. 3 rebounds, 2 points, 1 assist. It's okay. It's not much. Lowry got 10, and that was on the first half. We need a bit more points-wise from him. And only 2 assists. We need more assists from him. But not bad, and then he did end up fouling out of the game. But he did create the commotion to get us the ball back, which I don't even know how they called that a foul on him in the first place. He literally just goes for the ball, and then Middleton's the one who smacks his arm. So, either way, we got the ball anyways, and we were able to capitalize. Duncan was only 3 points. I want Duncan to get more shots up. I was looking at the game. Sorry, and he wasn't, like, taking a lot of shots. Like, that's the problem. Sometimes he gets scared to take shots. I know sometimes it's Butler's game, and you want to give it to Butler the whole game, but you have to. Cody Zeller with some good some good play defensively. He got a big dunk in, I believe it was in overtime. That was really good for us, yeah, after Bam got fouled out. And 2 boards, which, I mean, he only played 10 minutes, so it's not terrible. Now, when we look at the Bucks, Giannis had 38 and 20. Middleton had 33, 6 and 6. Lopez had 18 and 10. Holiday had 16, 6 and 9. 8, 6, 7. But they didn't matter. They couldn't play defense at the end of the stretch. And Brook Lopez, I don't know how he makes those shots. My man moves like a sloth when he's taking a mid-range. Like, literally stepping back in slow motion is literally what it looked like. But he hit them when he needed to. But they still lost at the end of the day. Now, what I like about this one is we let their bench do almost nothing. When I'm looking at it, only 6 and 7 points from the bench. Yeah, I'll take that all day. And of course, like I said, that fourth quarter where Miami Heat decided to shut down and score points is what I love to see. Butler, I believe, averaged 35 so far in the playoffs. I mean, 42, 56, 30, whatever else he got. Like, he's averaging around, it's regular season, yeah. He's averaging around 35 points. For people who were doubting Butler, this is a statement from Jimmy Butler. I mean, he is him. Himmy Butler. Now, was this the most perfect game? No. But it was a game we needed to win. Because honestly, now we have a little time to relax. We have a little time to rest. Because Bam was nursing it looked like a hamstring injury, I believe. Or I think couldn't practice before the 2 days before the game. But he looked fine after that. And, I mean, he did look kind of messed up sometimes, grabbing the hamstring. But now we have a bit extra days to relax before they go face the Knicks. Also with the Bucks, what is their coach doing? But what is he doing? He literally got outcoached. Well, you can't blame him because he got outcoached by one of the best coaches in the league, in Eric Spoelstra. But he literally got outcoached so easily in the fourth quarter. And he didn't use any of his timeouts, especially the last shot, which Grayson Allen, I mean, bless him, but, like, he didn't know what to do. There was only 8 seconds or whatever left. You have 2 timeouts. Could have easily called a timeout and be like, hey, guys, let's set up a play. down by 2. You could have done that very easily. I don't know why they did that, but we'll see. And just, yeah, like I said, Eric Spoelstra out-coached him, especially on the play where he tied it, where Butler circus shot tied it. He took Bam out of the game so they wouldn't think there was going to be a screen or anything, because the Heat have been doing that play all season long. Screen for Butler, and then Butler goes up and dunks it or something. Like, we've done that a couple of times, and it's worked. The most notable one that I'm remembering is, I think, the Rockets. It was a game-winner dunk Butler had. But with taking Bam out of the game, they're not going to prep for, there's going to be a screen involved. And there's no Lopez because there's no Bam. So there's like, we don't need the height. Let's just stop their three-pointers. And then Strus sets the screen, and we still create the chance, which I love to see from Eric Spoelstra. He does have some questionable times because sometimes he doesn't call the timeouts when he needs to. Sometimes he doesn't challenge it. I love the challenge. I mean, finally he challenges, and it's good for us. But yeah, Bud got outcoached. Spoelstra, masterclass. Thank you, Spo. Now, let's move on to this next series, the Knicks. This is going to be a very tough matchup here. Let me just check how the Knicks are doing so far. Oh, I clicked something. Yep, there we go. Oh, whoops, sorry, moved you. Oh, whoops, wrong thing. Okay, Knicks. Oh, fix you guys right there. There we go. Oh, there we go. Okay, the Knicks. Now the Knicks, very impressively, kind of did the same thing the Heat did. They beat a team 4-1. Now, I thought they were going to go to 7. The series was going to go to 7. I don't know what happened to the Cavs. They did not want to play, and they ended up losing this game. Now, will this be easy for Miami? No, it will not. Will it be easy for the Knicks? I don't think so either. I think this is going to be a very grudge match type series. I mean, versus the Heat, they've done pretty good so far this season, and we've not done the best. But I do think that we obviously have a chance. I mean, everyone counted us out with the Bucks, but guess what? The Miami Heat ended up winning and came back. So I'm not gonna count us out completely. I never do. I think this series goes to 6 or 7, though. I do not think that either team will win 4-1 or 4-0. But either way, it's gonna be a tough matchup ahead of us with Jalen Brunson, who is playing great. I'm not sure what's going on specifically with Randall, but Jalen Brunson, I mean, 23, 29, 21. Like, the guy's playing amazing so far in the playoffs with his Knicks debut. Julius Randle, I'm not sure if he's still nursing the injury or if he's just having some off games. It's saying here that he aggravated his ankle injury in Game 5. So, yeah, this could be... If Randle doesn't play, it might be a little easier, but still, it's still the Knicks, and they're still pretty good. Not going to count them out, even with Randle out. RJ Barrett's been playing pretty well for them, which I'm not surprised. You know, he 21, 26, 19. He's been playing pretty good for them, which, I mean, we don't have Hero, so it's going to be difficult. But the main guy I think we need to stop is going to be Josh Hart. We cannot let him bully us. We cannot let him defend us insanely well, because that man will lock you up and will definitely stop you from scoring. And with his defense, we could run through some time where we don't play good, and Butler just needs to fight through that. Or if Butler's not having the best of starts, get someone else hot. And Mitchell Robinson, we also need to control. I mean, just limit the rebounds and limit the points. And Bam needs to do that very well. Yeah, he only gets 13, 12, 7 points, but those points could be big, and he gets 18 rebounds. He just got 18 rebounds in the last game. So we can't let this slip, and we can't let them think that they're going to walk all over us. We are going to start in New York because obviously we're the A seed. But hey, we're here. Let's continue, man. I love this Heat team, and I can't wait to see what they do next in this next round. And yeah, man, we'll see what happens. But if you want to keep up to date with all the Heat stuff, come you can come to my channel. I'll keep up with most of the Heat stuff going on, with any injuries and anything like that. Hopefully we'll be fully healthy for this series. And yeah, my name's E-Man. That was my take. Please feel free to let me know in the comments below, and please don't forget to like and subscribe.